I am so happy right now. I just saw a bear. What's up, guys? I am Michael McEnroe, and this is Leo the Hiking Dog. For the last year, we have been planning and preparing for this through hike of the Appalachian Trail. Thank you for joining our adventure. If you are enjoying the journey, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We would be super thankful. Good morning. We are at the top of Mount Bramley. It is day 117, and I got up early to see the sunrise. Although that sun hasn't peaked over that horizon yet, that sky back there is still absolutely beautiful. All right, we are headed out for the morning. It's about 6:30, so this is probably the earliest start I've gotten in a long time. But I just wanted to catch that beautiful sunrise this morning. Even though it's a pretty hazy and cloudy day, it's still absolutely gorgeous. Check this out. I almost don't want to leave the top of this mountain. It's so beautiful. But we got to get miles in, so we are headed out for the day. We do have a new addition. There in the hut, somebody left this retractable leash. So I'm going to try this with Leo today and see how well it works versus that cord and D ring that I've been using almost this entire trip since I lost his original leash. So I didn't bring a retractable leash because I thought it would be too bulky, but I'm always holding it anyway, so it's not like it's like in my hand or in my backpack or in his backpack. So we'll see how it goes. But I got it in my hand now, and we're off with it on the first day, and we'll see how he works with it and how he reacts to it. It seems to be a pretty high quality leash, so I'm not sure why somebody ditched it or left it behind, but we're going to put it to use now. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Man, it's gorgeous out here this morning. Not too hot yet. It's going to get hot today. It's going to be warm over the next few days, but we got a nice cool breeze, and that's just making it absolutely wonderful. I'm sure I might change my mind around the middle of the day when that sun is out, and well, hopefully we'll still have a breeze at that point. But got us a view this morning. That was cool. Not a big one, but that's okay. We'll take it. We'll take any views that we can get. I mean, we're coming off of Bramley, so we had some gorgeous, amazing views last night and first thing this morning. So we are now making a decline, and this new leash it's kind of nice. I thought it would be a little bit bulky to handle or hold all the time, but Leo knows his commands. Like right now, he's in the back position because we're going downhill, and that prevents him from pulling me when we're going downhill. But when we're on flat ground or going uphill, I kind of let him lead, and yeah, so it's not too bad right now. It's getting pretty steep, so I'm gonna put the camera away. what that is right there? That is moose poop. Yes, we are now in moose country. So not only are we still looking for our bear, now we're also looking for our moose. So those are the two things that I need to check off the list of things that I want to see out here, is a moose and a bear. That scat right there was definitely moose droppings. So that's cool, because that's the first sign of a big animal or big game that I've seen. You know, the biggest game that I've seen is obviously deer, but man, it would be really cool to see a moose out here. It wasn't the freshest in the world. I mean, it was, but it wasn't the oldest droppings in the world either. So the outside of it, the outside pellets were a little bit dry, but the center of it, those were still moist. So maybe within the last couple of days that moose has been through here. So man, that gets me really excited. We are definitely in prime moose territory, because there is poop like everywhere, all over the trail. They're using this trail as a primary way of moving. Like, there's a pile right there, and look at that, that's fresh. It's still a little moist, so that means that they're definitely out here. Being that fresh, and as much as I'm seeing of it, these moose are moving through this area a lot. So our chances of seeing one might be pretty good. We're just gonna try to keep quiet, move stealthily as we go through the trail, and hopefully we get to see a moose. Alright, we made it to the Peru Peak shelter. It's a shelter, I think it's about 7 miles past where we stayed at last night. It's you got a nice little stream right here in front of it. Just stopped for a quick privy break. They had a privy here, so we went ahead and took advantage of that, and now we're gonna hit the trail. It's only about 10 o'clock in the morning, so 7 miles down, we're doing good. You know, we should have a big day today. 20 plus. There's a few different places that I can stay, so I'm not gonna really target a end spot until I figure out where I want to be at towards the end of the day. So we'll kind of figure that out as we go. All right, we're gonna keep getting these miles in. guys, we are in a very buggy area, and so now would be a fantastic time. I'm getting bit up and chewed up on by the mosquitoes and stuff like that to test out our flex tail, the tiny repel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the pads. I'm going to insert the pads. It says it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for them to warm up and start doing their thing. So I just stop for a second here, and I'm going to go ahead and incorporate this thing, and we're going to attach it on my backpack on the side to because it does put off a little bit of heat, so I don't think I want it hanging right next to my body. So I'm going to attach it to the backpack on my side there and see if it helps with some of the bugs that are trying to bite me. So here we go. Man, what a beautiful lake. I wish it was a little bit warmer. I'd go swimming in that bad boy. But we got miles to get today, so we're not going to be distracted by the lake. But I did need to go take a peek at it. All right, I got my flex tail tiny repel hooked up and working. So we'll give it the 15 to 20 minutes to see what type of effect it has on all these critters, these flying bugs that are trying to eat me, and see if it helps keep them away. Man, what a beautiful view. But this is one of those like knife's edge type of rocks that we got to climb here. So it's gonna be fun. All right, the Lost Pond Shelter here. This is where we had our lunch at. There's a nice little creek right down the hill. We're gonna get back on trail. We've done about a little under 12 miles today, and it's almost 1 o'clock, so we're gonna go jump on trail. Like I said, there's a few different targets that we're going to hit around that 20-mile mark, and we'll just kind of see where we're at, how we feel, and what the coolest place to camp is. Definitely plan on tent camping tonight. There's a couple different spots that I saw on the map there. So today's been a beautiful day, and I've got the flex tail running. I haven't gotten bitten by any mosquitoes after it got warmed up, but it does not do anything for the biting flies. I don't know what they're called out here in Florida. They're like, we have like yellow flies and black flies that will bite you. Here, I don't know what they are, but they're like deer flies or something like that. And see, there, one just bit me right there. So they definitely will still bite you. So that flex tail is not doing anything for those things, but it is helping for mosquitoes. I was able to sit and eat my lunch really without being bothered by any type of mosquitoes, but these flies, they don't play. They'll dive bomb you and they'll attack you. So all right, we're gonna get back on trail and see how many miles we get in today. I am so happy right now. I just saw a bear. I didn't get it on camera. I didn't have my camera out. We were just walking, but I heard him come down from a tree. I heard a big crash, and I saw his big old butt running off into the woods. So I finally saw a bear, guys. I finally saw a bear. Man, I wish I could have got it on camera for you guys, but at the point in time he just comes crashing down from that tree and ran away. It literally is all of like 10 seconds and he's gone. He's off. Leo didn't even realize what it was until I stopped and started looking at what it was. But yes, finally, now we gotta find a moose. Now we gotta find a moose. But a bear in the wild. Man, he was beautiful. Beautiful bear. Man, that's so awesome. That is amazing. Guys, it has been 116 days. It took me 116 days to finally see a bear in the woods. Man, that is so awesome. Thank you, Vermont. Now I have something to remember Vermont by besides the mud, is a bear. My first bear in the wild. Amazing. Very cool. You guys can tell how excited I am. I'm giddy like a kid right now. Most people get like a little anxious because they see a bear. No, I know that they're no threat to me and I'm not a threat to them. So I'm excited. I am super excited. I wish he would come back and just like stare at me for a while. Man, that's so cool. I can't wait to get some service and call and tell my wife. Finally saw a bear. Yes. I'm still not over the fact that we finally got to see a bear. Guys, it was mile 1675. I went back and looked on my map and figured out exactly where it was at. And it was in the Big Branch Wilderness here in Vermont, day 116. Was it day 116 right now? I can't remember now. But man, finally got to see that bear. Man, I wish I could have got it on video. Like I said, that thing was quick. I think what happened was there's a guy up ahead of me, and he has a little dog with him. So I think probably the bear saw him and probably treed itself, you know what I mean? So it probably climbed up the tree when he saw that guy and the dog come by. And then as I was coming by, probably less than a quarter mile behind that guy, he was probably trying to climb down from that tree. And then we happened to walk by at the same time, and he wound up falling out of the tree. That's what made the big old crashing noise that got my attention. So once I heard the big old crashing noise, I saw him falling, and then he hit the ground, and then, he hit the ground running. So boom, he hit the ground and then started running away. Had zero time to try to grab a camera or my phone or anything to get a picture or a video or anything. So, but anyway, just recalling the experience again. I finally got some signal. Got to call my wife and share it with her because she knows how badly I've been wanting to see a bear this entire time. So, all right, I'll shut up about it now. All right, we're going to continue this hike. We're about 15 miles in. I think we got about 6 more miles to go to the area that I was looking at. We'll kind of see what time I get there and then decide whether we want to push or stay. So it's an area called White Rocks. So that's what we're looking at right now. About 6 more miles on the day. It's about 2:30 right now. So I think we're going to get there about 4:30ish, maybe 5 o'clock. Remember, we started kind of early today. So we'll figure it out. Like I said, I haven't kind of decided yet until I get there. I'll make the decision once we get there. All right, we'll keep getting these miles in. I mean, wow. This is literally like a movie pond. Little Rock Pond. Absolutely gorgeous. God, it couldn't be more beautiful. Wow. You'll see right there, that is a moose track. That is huge. Look at it compared to the size of my hand. Oh my goodness. How cool would it be to get my very first bear and a moose on the exact same day? Now, I haven't seen a lot of moose poop in a while, but that is definitely a moose track. Alright, we are about 1 mile from where I plan on camping it. I can't make that definitive until I see the site, but and also there's supposed to be, and I'm relying upon comments again, there's supposed to be water 0.3 from what is called White Rocks. So if the comments are correct and I can get some water, then we'll camp there and see what the camping sites look like. If they're not correct, there is a shelter not too far past that I can go to the shelter and either decide to camp at the shelter or push on. This is a beautiful area right here. Whew. Watch where I'm going. These beautiful pine trees, just absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna get this last mile in, and I think it's gonna put us at like 21 miles for the day. So pretty good day all in all. We didn't push the pace, we didn't go fast or anything like that. We got out early, which helped get the miles in. And what was that? That sounded like a moose. I don't know what kind of noise they make, but it was a very peculiar noise. Alright, we're going to get this last mile in and get to the campsite, and I'll show you guys the setup, unless I see a moose, and then I'll turn the camera back on. Don't you hate at the end of a long day of hiking when you run into a bunch of Karens out in the woods? Karens, what are you doing here? Sorry for anybody named Karen. I think this is our camp area. There's supposed to be a side trail to a view, which there may be. Cliff Trail Outlook Point 2. Alright, we're going to follow the Cliff Trail Outlook and see if there's any camping spots there. It says there's supposed to be 4 or 5 here, so this is the fallback plan, or like I said, we can push on to the shelter. But let's go see if we can find the Outlook. Well, I took a gamble looking for a campsite down here, which I was not successful. I don't think I can find a campsite. I'm gonna look around a little bit before I climb back up, but the view has paid off. The view has paid off. Let me show you. Well, my search came up empty. There was no tent spots anywhere for me to camp in that area. There was a climb down into that view and then a climb back up out of that view. And I just looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't really find a good spot to put a tent. There's a lot of rocks. So we're going to push on. Shelter's about half a mile away. See if we can't get there and see what it looks like. And that really sucks because we had a nice breeze right there. I had phone signal, and we had that view, so kind of had everything but a camp spot. So all right, we're gonna make this extra push, this extra half a mile to the shelter, and figure out what we're gonna do from there. All right, we made it to the shelter. I got the tent set up. Now it's I've already got Leo fed. I'm gonna get climbed in there and get all my stuff set up, and then probably just get ready to go to bed. I'm pretty tired. Pretty long day. We're gonna get up and do it again tomorrow. We got over 21 miles a day. Plan on doing the same thing again tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow.